Do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The mysteries, the trails of reality. I'm wearing the wrong headphones and we're back live and the music is probably too loud. But it's
way
fine
too loud
because that's good. Anybody want to read us through or you want me to do it? Is it me?
Oh, I'll do it, but I'm going to do it my way. Hey, everybody. We're playing DreadLore. You can find out about DreadLore if you go to DreadLore.com. The game we're playing is the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
We've been playing this game for far too long. It is set in 1982, Detroit. It's a horror game, investigative, acolytes, voodoo magic. It's all crazy. We've been playing for a while. Got Andrea Elliott-Johnson hanging out with us. Got Mr. Ken Howl. Got Daniel Hulk-er. And we got the Drizzle kicking it. Want to thanks to the music peoples, all lowercase letters, and Mr. Interrupt. I want to thank our Patreon peoples, Mr. Daniel Hulker, Mr. Tim Roberts, Nostalgic, and Natalia Cline. Thank you guys very much for joining the Patreon and for the Twitch subscribers. We extremely, extremely appreciate you. If you're listening to us on Spotify, thanks. If you're listening to us on YouTube, thanks. Do all the things. It helps us, etc. I want to thanks Trois-Rible. Not really. We don't even like those guys.
We do
want to thank.
They're fine.
We do want to thank Couchfire Media. Go to couchfiremedia.com and you can get some really interesting production. Couchfire does all the music, all the switching, all the production for what we're doing here, as well as our other podcast, the Geeky Gamer Podcast, which occurs on Thursdays usually. Okay, let's start. But first, Holker, who's our sponsor?
Our sponsor tonight is this brand that let's see, it's on the tip of my tongue. I had it just a few minutes ago. It's like that one brand that you use to
one brand.
Huh?
I know what you're talking about. The one brand.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just kind of like the off-brand, but it's the actual brand.
Right. It looks like it.
Yeah, its name is I can't really. It's so close. It'll come to me at some point.
If you don't think about it, you'll remember it.
Yeah. So let's not think about it.
Okay. Simon, you almost lose your hand in this shroud as you pull the wooden hand back that you'd found, and it is turned into stardust and burning. What are you doing?
What did I notice? Because you said during...
Oh, you mean during the break? You happened to notice something. As maybe you stumble back. Let's roll a chaos die to see what the scene kind of looks like.
That is a 6.
Hey, it's in your favor, so you get a pip or a narrative point, your choice. As you stumble back, but you don't fall or anything, you have a little bit of narrative control over this, and you will see something. You look back and see where the hand lost its finger.
Okay.
Now, I have an idea, but I'm going to give the narrative control to you for a second.
Okay. So it's missing its ring finger, but the hand is missing the fingers. They all went back to where a ring would be worn.
Cool. I dig that. As Obviously, it lost its ring finger by going through the shroud, you might think. But then you also notice something else. A keyhole in the crypt, in the sarcophagus. Now, formerly, that keyhole was going to look like a finger.
Oh, okay.
But now, it's something else.
So in the sarcophagus is a keyhole.
Yep. To open it up, it is locked.
Okay. I am going to bid detective to look through the detritus.
You don't have to bid. You got the narrative control, and you can just say what it is.
Oh, well, I was going to look through the detritus to see if I could find a key that would work in the keyhole.
So you want to find the key laying in the garbage?
Yes.
It's a little convenient.
Well, I mean,
I flipped the sun.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
That's the keyhole.
I retract that because I'm just going to use my lock picks.
Oh,
The key
wait, hold on.
is in the hole.
See, no. I got a better one. As you look back through the veil, just on the other side of the veil, you see a key lying on the ground.
Yeah, you pull out your lock picks.
Yeah, I'm going to use my lock picks on the sarcophagus in
All
the
right.
keyhole.
As you go down and you start trying to pick the sarcophagus. Go ahead and throw down.
Okay, Poe.
Indeed.
I'm a detective.
It is very high a threshold.
You detect.
Okay. Nord. You don't detect Nord. He's in there. Nord, as you find your way to the front of this line, you're at the eastern door. There is 10 feet of boiling oil. You notice the acolytes are just walking over it as though they can walk on water.
Are there any that look kind of strong that are walking over? Like, can I spend a narrative point that just happened to like this hulk of a dude is like happened to be walking across at the same time?
Absolutely.
Now I'm going to bid badge and clipboard to act like I belong. Okay. And you know, a lot of orgy stuff has been going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to like jump on his back and I'm going to like tongue him in the ear.
Hot. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. As you're going to ride him over the threshold, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to see what happens at least.
Okay. Andrea, break out a D12.
This is no good.
Well, here's the thing about the faithless. Call high or low. Andrea, roll that die.
I'm going to go with high because I'm high. I'm going to write it.
Oh, yeah. Where's my D12?
Oh, no.
She doesn't have one. I don't think she can roll, which means...
Oh, no.
No, okay, I found one. Hold on. All right, so what'd you say?
He said high.
You said high? It was low. It was a 3.
Oh, can I spend it for proficiency
Of course
to
you
make
can.
it high?
Yep. Well, you can spend one to re-roll it.
All right, I'm gonna.
You calling high again?
Fabrication proficiency because I'm like super high and I'm fabricated.
Yep. And you're still calling high?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was high. That was 11.
All right. Yeah. As Nord, as you're on his back, tonguing him in the ear, he's like, oh, hell yeah. As he takes a step in, like on top of the oil, the boiling oil. Maybe even like you're looking at his foot and wondering, that's boiling oil. That's hot. Like really hot. You can feel the heat as he takes 2 or 3 steps and begins to sink.
Oh shit!
As you see him kind of like, hold on. You see him kind of like shiver as you feel the sweat of him actually feeling some pain. As he's like, "What's going on? Levos, protect me!" As you see his faith keeps him high on the water, on the oil. As he pads over, you see his footfalls sort of leave puddles. People kind of look around at him with not yet a castigating glare, but what's going on? Like, something's not right. Something's not working. As you reach the other side and you jump off of his back, you're on the other side. He's sort of looking at his feet that are blistered and such.
Yeah, and because I spent badge and clipboard, I'm not going to hang around to like talk to him or anything. I'm going to run straight to the. I'm going to go to the door, but I'm not going to enter it.
Okay, the door is not far away. You see that the door is. It is closed. I said it was closed. So they are opening the door as they go through. Yeah. As you get to the door, a couple people walk by. Runes, a light. As you see them walk up to the door, the runes alight. The door opens.
Right.
When they pass through. In that moment.
Yeah.
In that moment, you'll have a moment. Unless you just do something.
No, I'll wait. I mean, the goal was to kind of look through the door, see if I could see glimmering or shivering, or see if it's, you know, another doorway to another porthole to another place.
I see. As you look through, you see that it is a winding tunnel. It looks like the kind of tunnel that people nowadays dug, but it's not like a mining tunnel. It's like rich people hired people to carve out this tunnel. Okay? So the way it's cut in the earth, it's not aesthetically pleasing at all. All right? It's not a chop job. It looks like the tunnel is reinforced in the way it should be and all that. But there's just something about it that it doesn't have the love, we'll say. It doesn't have the piety or the religion to it. Mm-hmm. It looks clinical in a way. It winds a little bit, and you see not too far down, we'll say, let me look at my map. Actually, it's pretty far down, sorry. You see it winds, bends a couple times. At the far end, this is 60, 80 feet. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
A room opens up. And in front of that room, with a sort of a haze and a firelight, you see another shroud.
Right. Well,
beyond it, you can't tell what's beyond it other than firelight, some sort of structures, and some people massed out in front of it.
Right. I want to go as far as I know that I'm not leaving this world. Okay. So I'll enter the door.
The door is going to shut before that? You get.
No, I'm gonna bid for that.
Cunning.
I'm gonna bid cunning.
Yeah, you can bid. If the bid is good enough, you can do it.
Well, I am gonna bid underdog to fucking race real fast, do like a little flip turn, like I belong there. Okay. And like
here's the
slide
thing.
In.
Underdog can get you through.
Yeah.
But it will be obvious that you slipped through.
Oh shit. Well,
like underdog you'll absolutely get through this door. But
yeah, but I'll drop my.
No, you just look like a dude who slipped in.
Yeah.
You still got your goat pelt and all that bullshit.
No, I dropped my goat pelt in the drink.
Oh, did you?
I don't have that anymore.
Well, and you dropped the big long staff, whatever stabby thing too.
No, I didn't drop it.
You've got your staff.
Yeah, I got my staff and I got my dirk.
You got the
didn't drop-
dirk, but the other
Yeah.
thing, the thing that we never identified.
No, I just dropped the goat pellet. No, the Lady Callie's staff is in the van, so it's fine.
Oh, Lady Callie's staff is in the van. So you left it in
Yeah.
the van?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
I mean, I feel like
you
I
don't have
can't carry two staves
I
and
Just duct tape them together.
yeah, it's just kind of like I feel like that's a little tacky. Like at a certain
It's a little
point,
tacky.
like how many stabs do you need? The dirk is concealable. That's one of its traits. So I don't
Yeah.
you know I put it back in its little sheathing and it's
Yeah, the dirk's cool. All right, so how do you get through this? You can drop cunning and just go. You can do a very good bid to get through.
I'm gonna do sleight of hand or body to take a little bit of apprentice powder and like throw it down as I enter.
Okay, as you Batman yourself in, sliding through, there's sort of a like people coughing. They're turned around, and when they turn back around, you're just in front of them, and they don't really question it because they're a little discombobulated. Okay?
Sure.
As you start walking forward, moving through the tunnel, a few people are out ahead of you. You start hearing this, leave us, leave us, leave us, leave us. Chanting low. It's almost musical. It's therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of getting worming in your brain a little bit with your very, very tripping on balls, eyes, and brain. This place is warm and chanty, and there's a bunch of people doing free love.
I'm gonna bid Kettle to ignore my senses to like try to like join in to this to get out of getting like too hooked into this lay boss, because I was getting to the eerie cable. It's just like I want to keep my mind about me, and I think this is kind of important. So
Bidding Kettle, you get away with things once.
I want to get out of
Most anything.
getting hypnotized and stuck in this room.
Yeah. As you start moving forward and you nearly get to the shroud and the many people that are kowtowing in front of it and some moving through ahead of you. I'm going to switch.
So the shroud is okay.
It's out ahead as the room opens up. Tony, this Hulk is before you as it blocks your exit.
Step out of the way. What does the Hulk seem to be made of?
Flesh.
I say again, step out of the way.
As you are under a lot of oil. You're actually running out of air too, so you actually can't speak.
Yeah, I get it.
Because you don't have any air. There's a little bit left in the cavity, which could be considered your body.
Yeah. So what does this Hulk look like?
So it's hunched over, but it's around 7.5 feet tall. It's extremely thick. Imagine Dolph Lundgren, but wider and bigger, just like a hulking thing. Arms over its shoulders. You can see the tops of its shoulders as it's leaned over. Seaweed like hair down its back, this mohawk of a thing, this maw of sharp teeth and grotesqueness of a face, like he's just been roided out, and these bulbous eyes from like a squid. As it is blocking the doorway as much as possible, not moving beyond that. You can see that it's restrained from coming in the room, as in from its chain. What do you do?
Hold on just a second.
All right. Read in the book. Okay. Leah, Mariah has left. You're up there alone. What are you doing?
I finished, sliding the pedestal into the hole.
What do you bid to get that done?
Get that done. I bid calloused.
Okay, describe it.
So basically, Leah, a few inches at a time, goes to the other side of the pedestal and digs the shovel or sticks the shovel underneath it, and then uses the handle of the shovel to sort of like, pry it forward a couple inches at a time.
Until, what's the result?
Until it finally slides. It gets to sort of a tipping point and then slides on top of the hole where the dynamite and the and the bowl and stuff are.
All right. You get all that done.
So Leah, as she sort of, checks to make sure the fuse is still, coming out of the hole and everything, she will get her lighter out, but before she does anything else, she'll say, Arashka gal, I don't know what you brought me back for, but I hope it's worth it. And she will light the fuse.
Make a sanity roll.
Okay. Let's see, that's mind and the action dice.
Yep. All right. Tell me what you get here in a moment. Back down to Simon.
To me. Sorry, you cut out there.
Yep, Simon.
I got 8 successes.
Whoa.
It took me. I did 2. You said it was high, so I did 2 ninja gears, and I did activated the shit hammer.
Goddamn! All right. Yeah. Well, threshold was 6, so you crit. You got a narrative point. Remember, you cannot have more than 5, so you got to spend it if you got more than 5.
I'm gonna use it. Yeah. All right. So as I'm down here, and I'm like, this is an old lock. This should be easier than the new pink. Oh, I guess it is.
It is at that moment. So, cutscene, since no one is in the main room. Mariah slides around. Simon, you pop the lock and you hear, actually you don't hear anything.
No.
Sorry. As Simon, you hear Mariah behind you.
Oh, I'll turn around.
We got to get out of here right now. As she grabs onto your lapel in your jacket or your coat and pulls you, and you see her going to leave the shroud.
Oh, we can't.
Come on, we got to get out of here.
We can't go through there. If we go through, it'll hurt us.
She turns and says, yeah, well, my mom's about to blow the whole place up. So come on, as she exits the shroud.
I will spend cunning to grab her.
What do you bid?
I'm going to spend Or I'm gonna bid
You
strong.
can also bid her if you want.
No, I'm okay bidding. I'll bid strong.
Okay, as
To
you
grab her.
hold on to her, and she's a lot stronger than she was, but she's not as strong as you. As you just hold her in place, and maybe like her foot, like her shoe, touches the shroud, just the front part, as she pulls it back and think of like an alien movie, like the hydrochloric blood or whatever. As she looks down, her eyes wide.
Yeah, we can't go back through. I wish you wouldn't have followed me.
Well, you could have told me.
I didn't know that you were coming through. How'd you get over those 10 feet of oil?
I jumped and I just climbed around it. How'd you get over it?
Rebecca tossed me.
You see her just kind of like side eye you.
Yeah, I'm about to open this sarcophagus. Hopefully we can figure out some way to turn off this.
You see, she sees the keyhole. Oh, do you need me to unlock the...
If you had been a few seconds earlier, I just popped it.
She kind of hits you on the shoulder.
Sorry.
Seriously, though, my mom's about to blow everything up.
Well, I think on this side of that veil, you and I are safe.
You see her slowly turn, tight on her face. But what about the others? Tony, what are you doing?
I shall use prayer
Okay.
to attempt to discern what I should do.
Describe this.
As I'm surrounded in oil with daggers in both hands. As I am being breaded like an onion ring. I kneel on the diamonds. And I ask Onus.
You kneel on the diamonds. Please make this a joke.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I didn't even think.
I kneel.
And that was just presented.
It's just
Like
sweet diamonds.
The sweetness of Carolina was offered up in the.
Just offered up. Oh, the sweetness of Caroline.
Yes.
Always.
All right, continue.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nord gets a pip.
Good times never feel so good.
I kneel on these diamonds, reminiscing of a recent harvest moon. I kid. I know, but I ask Onus, or I say to Onus.
It's actually very appropriate, actually.
Yeah.
You are anyway, you're in the spring and it's a full moon.
I tell Onus, I say, I am here, doing as you wish.
And you're using prayers for this, right?
Yes.
You're praying to Onus? Good.
Yeah.
As you supplicate yourself before Onus like a god. As Onus, you see through the stone a light of Onus's soul. And it's sort of a figment of her is able to come down. Maybe it's just in your mind. As she is there with you. What do you ask? What do you say?
I say, there is a block. I am attempting to walk out of here as you've asked with this dagger. But my path is blocked. And I may be forced to drop this dagger in order to secure my own passage.
So what does prayers do? Other than nothing.
Prayer?
Ken and I are
Through these
clearly the only
prayers
ones
shall your
beaten
God
down.
give you wisdom, if they so choose or are able about your predicament. And because of what I'm attempting to do, my assumption is that they are very much invested in my predicament.
As Onus, her figment, looks over at the Hulk, it seems unaware of her. As she looks back at you, I have given you all the tools you need, Tony Czerniak. You are mine. Nothing can block your path. Nothing can stop your will. Leave this place.
And with that, I get up and attempt to move.
Yeah, you see the Hulk moves in front of you, stopping you. You see Onus looking at you, staring, waiting to see what you do.
I look at Onus and I say, well, first thing I do is I drop the dagger.
Tink, you see she's not pleased.
And I look at Onus and I say, I can't leave. So what does it matter if this dagger is here or, well, here?
Pick up the artifact, Tony.
I pick it up.
Slay this beast of a false god.
Yes, master.
And anyone who would stand in our way.
I will use the dagger and attempt to...
As you start to attack, you see the Hulk defending, trying to grab you and crush your head. Do you spend cunning to go first, or do you just resist its attack?
Oh, I'll spend it to go first.
Okay. As you see it sort of move a little bit, but you have the initiative, what do you do?
I'll attempt to stick it
Where?
in the hard part.
Like its toenail, or like
The neck.
the neck? Okay, that's not hard. As you, what do you bid?
I will bid...
Stab it, Tony.
Yeah. Yeah. I will bid arsonist.
Explain this.
I just feel a fire burning within me.
I hate you.
No, actually, I will bid. What can I bid?
Anyone going to help him?
Scroll of the Void.
What is that you say?
Do you have Scroll of the Void?
No, I have.
Oh,
I have
well,
Vestige of the Godhead.
I would bid something like the pointy end goes there, or a stabby kill doom, or
Katrina, Drizzle, anybody? Help him.
I don't know what is on his.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I know. I'm going to bid believer.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, okay. Tony, as you bid believer, stabbing at this thing's throat, catching it off guard with your cunning. Are you stabbing with your sacrificial blade or your moon blade?
The one I just picked up.
So the moon blade. As you slash, you see like an anime, the arc of the slash maintain in the air for a few moments. In moonlight, you see the Hulk stammer back and then lunge forward. As it does, though, its head stays where it was. As its body floats past you, billowing black ichor and blood. As Onus smiles and starts to fade her glimmer, there is something in you, Tony, that feels whatever you want. And also, she has ambition. Justification, retribution, revenge. As you start moving through the blood, and there is another, the Hulk at the top stands eyes wide as it stammers back and moves out of your way.
I will attempt to move straight up, and instead of fighting the buoyancy, I will give into it.
As you fling yourself forward, it's that sidelong shot as Tony, you float up past this thing, up to the surface, grabbing on, emerging from the oil, steaming. Your flesh immediately peels off as you exit, sloughing off of you from the boiling oil. There's a few acolytes who turn and look, seeing you, screaming, shitting themselves, running off in various directions. What are you doing?
I stand around for a second, and then the first thing I'll do is get out of the room.
As you move out,
puts on like a new suit.
As you move out, pulling yourself from the skin, which is hanging from your bones. How are you dealing with your sloughed off self?
I will use the one of my daggers to shave off the parts that sort of like
As you're
that hang a bit too much. So I'm just
it's not pleasant, but it doesn't hurt. As you shave off this stuff, looking the way that we can only describe here in a moment when one of your friends sees you. Okay. Nord. You find yourself, there's a throng of people, all prayer style, kowtowed in front of this immaterium. Beyond it, an oval shaped room. You see several, it's actually you can see because you can see over top of them. It's murky. In the middle, you see a woman who is imperious, who's wearing all sorts of robes. Her back is turned. Her hair is to the floor, braided and such. All around the room, you count 6 stone beds with people laid on them. And she's going to each, almost like a chess master playing each chess game, chanting over them, moving past. You see that she's holding a wand of sorts as she's casting a spell and doing a dance and drinking and imbibing something and holding a sconce, etc., etc., etc. All sorts of witchery is happening beyond that.
Do I understand what she's doing, or should I bid to
I'd say that's a bid.
Try to figure out. I will bid.
And you're like 3-4 rows back deep.
I'm still trying to kind of blend in a little bit. I'm gonna kind of mime.
You can kind of blend in. Here's the thing: you're not wearing the robes and whatnot. You don't look like one of these people. However, what you do look like, since you bid Kettle, you look like someone who lost their robes.
Yeah.
From the fuckery. So right now, you blend in.
Yeah.
Although you do have a camera and like, you know, a staff. There are some elements that don't actually add up, but no one's really looking at you yet.
Sure.
So be aware.
I'm not going to do anything subtle or crazy. I'm just kind of.
You're wearing Nord clothes.
I'm perceiving. I'm perceiving the lead line, and I'm gonna bid Smoke and Mirrors to give me a moment, just a little moment. I got a coat of many colors. It's a weird coat. It changes colors. It's kind of like, it's got.
You have a coat on?
Yeah. No, I've got my. I call it the coat of many colors. It's what I would call it is it's like, basically, it's you know those that artwork where you look on one side and it's one image, and then you look on the other side and it's a different image. It's a coat kind of made out of, like, if you're looking at it one side, it's one
almost
picture.
Like an optical illusion. Okay,
yeah,
sure.
it's just so I'm gonna
a camouflagey coat.
Yeah, it's a camouflagey coat. So I'm gonna bid Smoke and Mirrors to kind of just be comfortable in my own skin and know that I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not like it. Like, which one doesn't belong, and that's fine. I don't belong. Okay, but I want to understand what she's doing. Yeah.
Well, we get merry ideas.
Yeah.
So right now, no one's looking at you because they don't really care. It's pretty obvious. There's bigger shit going on in front of you.
Right.
So are you bidding to camouflage yourself? Are you bidding to know something? What are you trying to do?
Well, I think I'd rather know something. Like, if nobody's paying any attention to me, I'd rather know something than not. So I'm gonna bid Apothecary to kind of understand what this person is doing to these people.
Okay. So those other things, recover those. As you bid Apothecary, you realize, Nord, whoever this is, it's murky. You can't quite tell with 100% certainty unless your buddies, your player characters, can figure that out or help you. Is incanting obviously a spell?
Yeah.
Nord has some knowledge of spells. He doesn't like it, but there's some knowledge of spells in there. Runes and biomancy. You've heard of biomancy.
And yeah,
same thing as necromancy.
I'm wondering if they're going to sacrifice all these people to the gods in order to...
As you gain a narrative point, as you realize, putting the words together, whoever that is, willing or not, these people, they're about to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
To what end? It's difficult to say, and I'll mention this.
Mm-hmm.
Nord at this point can gain a little bit of understanding, a toehold. You can bid, you can roll a chaos die. However, if you roll the chaos die, a 1 means the utter failure is something you can't come back from. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go.
Well, I
bid or chaos die.
I would like to bid.
Yep.
Because I'm just kind of like trying to take it all in. I'm trying to understand and process. I'm gonna bid adaptable to get some kind of inference of what they're doing.
Okay.
And
with adaptable, as you realize, these people are willing sacrifices. They are not. As you look at the runes, you look around, you see what they're doing with all the ritual. This is all a ritual. All of it is a ritual. It's not festivities. As you remember back to the Blue Note, as you remember back to the Sunken Temple,
Yeah,
the
they're feeding.
change.
They're
There's
feeding.
a change.
Yeah.
Something is happening. They're mimicking something. It's bastardizations. They're feeding on something. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
As you start thinking and you realize, all right, anybody know?
Well,
So this is on Nord. Nord, you got player characters. You have players to help you. Go.
I mean, they're feeding on at least blood, first off. I don't know if that's the main thing that they're feeding on or if there's some sort of emotion or something that they're feeding on. But it was the same thing that was going on at Bald Hill, at the Blue Note. They were sacrificing the people and bleeding them. There was... Wait, no, never mind. That was something different.
What else? What am I looking at?
So I'm going to say
A sacrifice? Like they're sacrificing themselves. Yeah, go ahead.
you can ask your players, your co-players, questions, as in their opinions. So this tabletop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to give this 5 minutes total, and everybody gets one question.
All right.
The question
Yeah.
will answer something, but it might require a bid. Okay, so go.
Leah, what do you think? What do you think I'm looking at? And like, do you think that killing some or all of these people would help their cause or hurt their cause?
I mean, I think that they're already willing, so killing them would probably help their cause.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think it's already like they're already a part of the ritual, right? Like it's not like at this point you can just like remove them from the ritual. I think you have to stop the ritual as a whole to not help them in that regard.
I'm going to sweeten the deal. You guys can spend narrative points since it's the present to change little bits and pieces. You can spend pips to remember things, to recall things you've encountered, or to change the past. For the record, there is a purpose here. You got 5 minutes, so it's all on you all. Go.
Can I spend a narrative point saying that if they feel pain, they're going to get scared and want to run away?
No.
Or no.
That won't work.
It's a try.
The spell...
Go ahead.
The spell that they are doing when the people are laying on the thing, is that putting them to sleep?
What do you bid?
I will bid. I'll bid detective.
Okay, so it's all on Nord. The action. This is all preface. Okay, so Nord, this is all good stuff for you.
Yeah,
and everybody else to build off of. Okay, you bid detective.
It
is not putting them to sleep. If anything, they were asleep and they're waking up.
Is Loretta one of the people who is waiting to be sacrificed?
What do you bid?
I will bid cruel.
Hey Hulker, should I be an asshole or no?
No.
Nor do you see that Loretta Levon is not one of the people being sacrificed?
She's probably
She
the
is
one
in fact the
running it.
person incanting.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's running it. She's running that thing.
Okay.
That makes sense. Do you think
3
putting
minutes,
these
15 seconds.
Do you think putting these people back to sleep would be helpful or harmful?
I think right now,
Or do you think
is
injuring them would be helpful or harmful?
What if we just convince them that whatever it is they want, we got more of it, and it's better?
Well, I could try that too.
as the skeptic, I think that they are being awoken to everything what's on the other side of the veil before they're sacrificed.
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Do you think hurting them would help my cause?
You guys can bid.
If they weren't like I've got this poison gas. I can just throw it down and we can all get hurt and it'll be great. It'll be catastrophe.
Not me, I'll be fine.
Well, you're not in the room. Everybody will be fine and nobody will suffer for it. Or should I try to put them to sleep?
You are on the other side of the veil.
Yeah.
You could throw that poisonous gas through the veil into the room and it may not hurt you.
I could throw it onto the other side of the veil, and so anybody who enters it, it's only 10 minutes.
Right, all the stuff is happening on the other side of the veil.
Right. Oh no, I'm confused. Is it happening where I'm at, or people
on
are
the other
giving?
Side of the shroud?
So this is all happening on the other side of the shroud.
The people are praying on your side, and the people that are being sacrificed are on the other side of the shroud with Loretta Levon.
Oh, well, that's helpful. All right.
Someone could.
I feel like
spend a bid to gain 4 extra minutes. 5,
I would like
4,
to
3,
bid
2,
forensics
1.
to
Okay.
understand.
You have 5 extra minutes.
Just a little bit more. So I'm searching around and kind of like everybody's sort of praying to the god or whatever. And I'm wondering if I put it on my side, if I put a poison gas, if maybe, do you think it'll turn the people away from the void, or do you think the poison gas would not affect any of these people?
That I don't know. I would think that it'll cause confusion, but depending on how enraptured they are, they may not even pay attention to it.
Sure.
Okay. So I have something interesting though. I don't know if it would matter like narrative wise, but can I spend a narrative point to say that the Red Writ is written on the bodies of or not the bodies, but like the body of the people who are being sacrificed?
Yep.
Are there any people doing anything on this side before they cross the veil? I mean, other than praying.
They're not crossing.
They're not crossing. They're just kind of watching. Everybody's watching what's happening on the other side. Oh, they're not
And
watching.
praying.
They're just praying. They're feeling.
Watching and praying.
All right. I have an idea. And it's bad.
3.5 minutes. It's all on you guys. Bid, do what you got to do.
What do you think that what do you guys think? Should I drop this poison gas, or should I evangelize and try to keep them, to indoctrinate them and brainwash them to my side?
Drop the poison gas.
If they're being sacrificed, the poison gas on the other side, you're hoping to stop Loretta from finishing it. Because if you end up...
I don't
just
think
on
that
this
the
side?
poison gas will hurt Loretta at all. I think that if I poison gas anything, I poison gas people on this side to keep them from crossing.
2.5 minutes.
But they're not crossing. They're just sitting here praying.
Yeah. Well, I clear the room in the other direction, you know. And there are parts of me that thinks I should poison gas at the door so that when they open the door, they smell it and like don't
More
enter.
people don't come in.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the people praying is fueling what's happening on the other side of the veil.
Right. All right. I think I've got an idea of what I want to do.
You want to call it there? Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
It's all
That
bad
adds
ideas.
All right. That adds 1.5 minutes to your overall total, by the way.
All right. Good. All right. What I would like to do is take the poison gas that I had and look behind me at the hallway that they're walking down.
Yep.
How long is the hallway? It's pretty long, right?
It's pretty long.
I would like to go back to where the door is.
Easily
or
done.
Close-ish to where the door is, and I want to be far enough away from the poison gas, but I want to throw it at the door.
Okay.
So that anybody
Here's what
enters the door, they're gonna have it, but I don't want to hurt myself.
Okay. Here's the thing. You're in a
right.
closed system.
Yeah.
Gas expands.
You're right. I understand that, but I want to be on this side because I want to try and bring people the other way.
Okay.
But I want to stop people
are you
from-
on the inside or the outside?
I'm on the inside, but I'm
Okay.
gonna deal with that.
If you
as I-
ignite, okay. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
if you release the poison gas, you can get away from it.
Mhm.
It will come to you
Yeah, I believe you.
because gas expands. You will get hit by it.
Yeah.
It may not be
But-
right now, but it will
Right.
happen.
No, I understand that.
Okay. You throw
And
it?
I want to try. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty far away. I'm gonna throw it, try to hit the door, and then I'm
Cool.
gonna run back to where everybody's worshiping.
What do you do?
I'm gonna throw the poison gas. Do I
What do
need
you
to bid
bid?
for that?
Oh yes.
I will bid. I will bid no pain. Because I don't know. I'm fucked up. I feel like I
As
can live
Nord.
forever.
As north, you toss this poison gas and run.
And run.
As you toss it, someone, be a woman, grabs your hand before you let it go. You
Who
see that
grabs
she is. Give me one moment. You know her. You've talked to her before at maybe the Blue Note in passing. She is an 18-year-old lady. Her name is Isabel Cromwell. She kind of had the hots for you back at the Blue Note before it all went down. Very long, dyed purple mohawk. Brown eyes. Rough, tawny brown skin. She's a bartender. She's 5'10", athletic. And she's ugly. As she grabs your wrist, holding on to you, Nord, she says, "Oh, I knew you would be here. I knew it. You got away from me at the Blue Note. I had no idea what you were capable of, though. Who are you anyway?" As you see her sort of like move out of the line, pushing you towards the wall. What are you doing?
I am going to bid counterpoint to say I am truth. I am desire. I am the thing that saved your life for eternity.
Oh yeah, I know it. I know it. As you see her like just fucking taking your pants off. She's ugly. She looks like she's been hit by like a dump truck.
Hold that thought. I think this is all very well and good.
You're not getting away from me again.
And I would like to say that I bid counterpoint.
Wait, you already bid that.
I know, that's what I bid.
It's already done. Yeah, she refutes that shit.
She refutes it. But I am going to bid Night Terror to which is a flaw I have, to like start sweating profusely, and like my armpits, like and the saliva and the salt in my
saliva
and like the smell that I have kind of wafts into her face because I live in a van,
and she's like,
and it's
as she gags and just pukes as you move past her and toss this poison grenade. As Nord, you start running to the back of the room towards where Loretta Levon, the prayers, and the shroud is, away from the gas. Tony, you make it past the other Hulk. You are peeled. You've removed your flesh. You've jumped over onto the main dais. People look at you and they wide-eyed back away from you and run. For a moment there, you look off to the north, to your left. You could have sworn you saw Mariah run by.
I'm going to go in the direction that I thought she was going.
As you start off towards the north, Simon, Mariah.
The sarcophagus says, psh. And I'm like, we can't go back through. We've got to figure out a way to shut that down so we can go back, or we'll have to figure out another way out of here.
She nods. Tony, as you come across, you look over and you see through this weird shroud off to your right in this room, big statue in front of you, and a big circle of runes, which you can or cannot go into. It's up to you. You see Simon and Mariah behind this undulating shroud of magic. Actions on you three.
I will attempt to join them.
Moments later, as Mariah looks over at what you're doing, you see Tony come in behind you.
Does he look like Tony, or does he... What exactly does he look like?
Tony, what do you look like?
I look like breaded Tony.
Like...
I will say I will introduce myself as Tony.
But I mean, what do you...
I look pretty rough. I look pretty rough. It's almost unrecognizable. There's a little bit of me there in the face that is just enough to give it away. But aside from that, with all the burnt skin and flesh and whatever, now you know I'm dead.
A little Kentucky Fried Tony.
Narrative point.
Yeah.
Tony is absolutely grotesque. He looks like he's been boiled alive. His skin is peeled away. You see the bone and the musculature. It's like biology 2.
Like Two-Face.
AP biology. Like the book. That's what he looks like, but he's wearing Tony's clothes. As his eyeballs are just like...
I will grab Mariah and shield her.
She turns and looks and goes and screams at the top of her lungs. Leah.
I rolled a 3 on my sanity roll.
Rolling a 3, you light the fuse.
Well, that was a sanity roll, remember?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
As the fuse is going, you see it about to blow. What do?
I mean, I moved the fuck away.
Where do you go?
I run towards the house. You know, like trying to get as far as I can before it explodes.
As you run, you get to the house. Diving, you feel the explosion. Slow-mo. The main cavity, the cavern, see it crack. As the charge destabilizes the cornerstone.
When you say the main cavern, do you mean the big round room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The charge shoots down in like a cone, opens up exactly like Leah wanted. However, it destabilizes the cavern. As cracks form, people look up, the blast hits, killing a few people. Like just a shot as things fall from the ceiling. Fire rages in this cavern. As the entirety of this, fate roll. So the stakes. The entire main cavern destabilizes and collapses. Is that false fortune? I'm going to say it's false fortune.
It seems like not fortunate for me.
Or for anybody. Fortune. It is a matter of time before that happens. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. So, that's what we're going to do. I have to get someone at the door. You guys play or talk or take a little bit of a break. It's up to you.
I think we should talk.
I'll be about 3 minutes. Talk as players, talk in character, go.
So I feel like we're in the same situation, Tony and Simon. Like we have put barriers in between us and leaving, and then there's an additional barrier of complete destruction. I feel like a little time would be nice to get out, because I don't want to have my character Nord die in this cave. It's a goal.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan in getting Tony? Do you have a plan in getting Simon out? And Mariah.
Yeah.
Good.
We're gonna avoid the oil.
What about the veil?
I'll probably stab it.
Yeah, stab the veil
with this moon knife.
And Leah, do you have any next steps? Like now that you've set the fuse for our eventual doom, what's next on the path for your demolition?
I mean, Leah's next plan was to pour gasoline down the hall.
Right.
Yeah, but you did just send Mariah down there.
Yeah, it's true. She's not out yet.
Yeah. Well, Leah had told her not to go all the way in, but well, I guess she didn't listen. So there's that.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well,
you
true.
know that Mariah likes Simon, and will probably look
Yeah.
pretty deep for Simon.
Yeah.
Just some
So
thoughts.
I don't know. Yeah. But
I
Leah
mean-
wouldn't know any of that, so there's
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
I don't know.
She knows where she put her daughter. She knows. I feel like she knows where her daughter is. Like at 10 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
when you're watching Star Trek and they're like, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? It's like 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where your children are?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm good. I have cats. I'm the childless cat lady. I'm good. Does Tony or Simon have any ideas of what to do with the sarcophagus? Where do you plan on going with that?
Well, my thought process is that it's if we open it and there is a body in there, I may burn that body.
Burning the body.
I still, because the sconce, it's not a sconce, but it's, the fire, the torch that I threw through the veil is still there.
Right.
So if this is, in my mind, it's the body of Levas, and if I opened it up and there's a body in there, I may try to set it on fire because I know destroying the body does not irreparable damage, but it hinders a lot of stuff.
And Tony, you've got the knife for Onus. What did she say to do with it?
She told me to bring it back to her, I believe.
No, she told you to bring it in where I am.
To what?
She told you to bring it in where I am.
To bring it in what?
Where I am, into the room with the sarcophagus. I don't know if she told you what to do with it in that room. But I know that she told you to bring it in here. Well, I thought it wasn't the knife. I thought it was a medallion that he was supposed to bring into.
No, it's a knife. I think it was a knife. I don't think it was a medallion.
Well,
I
they
think it was...
gave him the knife to go in, but I thought when he got down to the bottom, he was supposed to get a medallion. But I'm not 100% sure. That may have changed too with the relevant die.
I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I was only partially listening because it wasn't my character that was given a task by a god or a fallen god. So I don't have that. I don't have that wherewithal of knowledge. So have you given your thoughts to what's in the sarcophagus? You think it's Levas? Do you think it's
What are we
Levi?
thinking?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Tune in right now for the conclusion of
Oh shit!
DreadLore's The Red Writ.
That's not the conclusion yet, baby.
Well, for the continuation of, I don't know.
Oh, I see. Sure. All right. Where did we leave off?
I
Oh, we still have to
had
do the
just
fate.
Oh, fate roll.
set a
Fate roll. Okay. So, false fortune. Oh, motherfucker. Just fucking collapses. Fortune? Not yet. Who's false fortune?
I'm assuming I can't do it either.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Well, then
I
I'll be
vote-
fortune.
I vote not Tony. Me or Simon?
What are
Pick.
you doing, Andrea?
Whether or
I'm doing
not
fortune.
we can
Fortune?
leave the place that
I
we're
will
at.
do false then.
Okay, so Drizzle is false fortune. Andrea is fortune. Go ahead and roll it.
Ooh.
51.
I'm 68.
Dang. I will spend a proficiency.
Okay. That's
I'll
one.
do my pencil.
One of three. What is it?
24.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm 56.
nice.
Dang. Okay.
That's bad. I'll
will
spend a
spend-
provision.
I'll
Oh
spend
yeah,
one.
I'll let
Okay.
Tony do that.
Okay, so that's two.
Okay. It would be very hard to not win this one because I have a 2.
Damn.
Well, I got a 76. So
Hey, all right. 76. The room shifts. Nord, you look out. You see the pillars, or they're not pillars, they're actually the sides, literally move.
I would like to spin a narrative
As-
point saying
the
that
move-
they are pillars.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, if the pillars, it's fine. The point is that they.
It's just the art that I have is pillars. So
I
it
see.
just reflects.
Pillars. Yes. Narrative point. They're absolutely pillars. As the pillars shifts around in orbit, the room literally, like the bottom half stays the same. The top half of this chamber just goes and shifts in this wild display. It will fall. You just don't know when. I do, because I'm setting a timer. So,
A second timer.
double timer, baby. All right. All of you are in one place. I should say, okay. Nord, you're by yourself. Sorry, Nord, you're by yourself. Leah, you're by yourself. Everybody else is together.
Is Rebecca
So-
with Tony? Did Rebecca go into the?
You don't know where he is. You don't know where she is.
Okay.
You didn't see.
Well, yeah, I clearly didn't.
Leah, the explosion happens.
Leah-
What do you do?
Yep. I drag the gasoline over to the hull,
You do.
and then what Leah will do is she will set basically the cans on their side so they're draining into the hole,
Yep.
and she'll leave them like that as she goes down into the basement herself. Oh, she does grab the grenades before she does that.
Okay. All that's happening. Cut scene to glug, 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 glug. People kind of looking down, like smelling it, like drinking it. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. And then running in. As Leah, you go into the burning house, you see the burnt bodies, the crushed bodies, the hell that there is. You've seen things like this. You harden your mind against it. You move through. However, it is weighing, it's causing your patience. It's burning away at your resolve.
Mm.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm going down to the basement.
As you do, you make your way down the spiral staircase into the tunnel. You see the rivulets on both sides of this oil going. And at the end, a large door, which is slightly ajar. You hear revelry firelight, the dripping or guzzling, I should say, of gas cans. And up ahead, in front of the door, a hulking body and one next to it. What do you do?
Yeah. She already basically knowing what she's looking at, walks straight up to it and decides to look at her corpse in the face, basically.
You see exactly that.
Fuck. We've gotten ourselves into a mess, haven't we? And Leah will actually reach on her own eyes and close them.
You do.
And then stand up and head through the door.
As you head through the door, something grabs your foot, your ankle.
I turn to look and see what it is.
You roll sanity. As
Okay.
not yet, you hear your own voice. As you see your corpse holding on to your ankle, looking up at you. One eye closed halfway, the other one open. Maybe a roach crawling over its head.
Well, that's 2 successes. Is that good enough? Or
That's a big fail.
okay. Well, then I will bid. Would Mantle of the Chosen apply to this?
I'm going to go ahead and let you make all the rolls you can possibly make, because this is a very high threshold. All
Okay,
right.
fine.
Flipping over. Nord. Poison gas. You see people like, check it out. It gets you high. As they fall over. The door opens. What? Oh, God. A couple people like come in. As a few people turn. They haven't realized yet what's up. A couple people are looking at you like, he did it. That's really cool, you man. The gas is starting to get closer to you. What are you doing?
I'm going to bid gloom touched. I don't know if I'm still gloom touched, but I am going to go and do it again. Do the thing I shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it anyway, which is a greater break to change my current status from am I burning or am I luminous? I'm already luminous?
You're burning. No, you're burning now.
I'm burning.
It's dropped to luminous.
I'm gonna go back to luminous.
Yeah, you can only raise it 1.
Yeah. No. Well, I was burning, and I'm gonna go back to luminous, and I'm gonna enter this.
How do you accomplish that?
Well, I've got this staff from the gloaming, and I feel all the eyes of the demons and the things from other worlds that can see, the gods, the whatever. I've kind of felt this for a long time. And it's funny when you're a reporter and you write an article and a lot of people read it, you kind of feel like you've gone viral. I feel like I've gone a little viral.
You feel that surge.
Yeah, that surge.
I'm going to make it a little bit hard for you. You can either roll a chaos die or you can do a bump of some sort of cocaine or drug. I feel like you're going on a down right now.
I will.
Chaos die or drugs?
I will. I got
trigger warning.
I got another Coke left. I have one more Coke after this. I got a little bump of Coke.
One more
bump. One more bump I got from the Canadians. Fucking Canada.
Canada, man. Yep.
And I hit it on the side, and as this is happening, I'm kind of feeling my oats. I'm feeling all the things, it's like, I know that stuff is going to go bad. It's going to go bad real fast. And I'm going to be
walk through that shroud.
No, I'm not going to walk through the shroud. I'm going to
just hang out.
I'm just going to the end, and I'm going to stop right in front of it. And
in front of the shroud. Okay. As you do.
Does that Coca-Cola have a hint of maple in it?
I don't know what that means. Yeah.
As you do.
Maple Coke.
People look up from their prayer at you. You even see Loretta Levon on the other side of the shroud slowly turn. She completes whatever she's doing, turning, sensing something. Simon and Tony. Simon, Tony's just walked in.
I grabbed Mariah, and I'm like, Tony, what happened to you?
Oh my God! Is it Tony?
It is. He seems.
What the fuck happened to you?
You know that big oil pit that you saw before you got here?
You went in the boiling oil?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, doesn't look like it treated you nicely.
How are you standing?
I think I'm dead.
As you see Mariah kind of like move past, don't you do that shit to me, as she slaps you across the jaw. My mom does that to me. You don't get to die too.
I think it's too late for that.
Tony, you look awful. As you see her like put her finger through a partition of your like muscles where there should be ligaments. She slowly turns back to you, Simon.
I wouldn't do that. That's gross.
Actions on you all.
Well, Tony, we were just about to open this sarcophagus before you walked through. Now that you're on this side of that veil, I don't know if we can return back to the other side.
What, did I mess something up?
No, I stuck a wooden hand through there, and it seemed fine on the other side, but when I started, I got a weird feeling and I pulled it back, and it disintegrated when it came back to this side. I'm trying to figure out a way that we can maybe get through safely. We may be able to run through and get hurt a little bit, but I would...
Hold on just a second. I stick a pinky in it.
Yeah, it's cold.
But nothing else?
I'm sorry, it's really, really hot. Sorry.
I stick my pinky in it, and then I pull it back out, and I say, look.
It's
gone?
Your pinky's gone. Oh, yeah.
I look at Simon, and I say, I just swam in a pool of boiling oil for about 10 minutes. And I'm scared of that.
I tried to warn you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Mariah.
You hear Mariah say.
Go back through. I mean, when I stuck the wooden hand through, it seemed to be fine on the other side. But it may be the pulling it back through is what
maybe
causes
we can go back through.
Well, I'd rather try and find a way to get it down first.
Well, all I know is my mom's about to blow everything to hell. You guys haven't heard anything, by the way.
What do you mean?
She explains the situation. She's like causing a charge, but like if it goes wrong, everything goes to hell.
Well, We are, from what I can tell, not on that same plane of existence.
She turns
Right
and looks
now.
at the sarcophagus. What's this? Who's she?
Do you remember the singer? To me, that looks like the singer.
You guys didn't let me in to the club.
No, but she was in the van.
The drunk bitch?
Yes. Does that not look like her?
She kind of like cranes her head. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that then, Tony, you can. I don't know what your friend knows, but I think Levi is actually Levos.
They're the same people?
I think so. And because this looks just like Levi.
So we're going to crack this safe for what?
That's what I've unlocked it. My thought is that if there is a body inside, if we burn it, it may hinder whatever they're doing.
How about I just open it up?
Actually, then I'll grab Mariah and pull her back a little bit. That would be awesome. that would be groovy. Maybe.
All right. So I step up to the sarcophagus and I attempt to open it.
It opens. Leah.
Yeah, I ended up with a total of 8. Best I can do.
Leah? Here's the thing about this safe. The threshold, there's no threshold. It's how much can you do? You yourself knowing you're dead, and you yourself finding your body, and you yourself waking up, being grabbed by yourself. This kills you. But for some reason it doesn't. Why? Because you burned breath to survive. So, what is the cinematic scene that we see here? What's the truth of the situation?
So
you get a lot of narrative control here, so use it as you see fit.
Okay. So Leah so the last thing I bid to sort of get that 8 was counterpoint. And you know, as Leah's ankle is grabbed, she turns back and you know, and actually sort of reaches down and grabs the hand and peels it off of her and sort of, you know, shoves the body back against the wall. And she says, "Your time is done now. You are nothing but an empty husk. It's time to let go. And it's time for me to finish what I was brought back here for."
As you see this this carcass that is dead, this zombified thing, maybe because of the ley line, perhaps the energy, the latent energy here, the biomancy being revivified. You see the horror in its eyes as Leah, you accept the fate that you are in fact not really you. As you see the body actually die. And in, you know, dramatic fashion, like roaches eat it and shit.
Yeah.
There is something left of you. Perhaps it's your soul. Perhaps it's the love. Perhaps it's just the drive. You are something else, though. You are a creature. So you get a trait. Creature. You are not human. You're something else. Whether or not you are Leah Mizrahi or not is something you have to discover. That's in and of itself a story arc. You know you have no master you know of, or do you?
Hmm?
As you turn, feeling this charge, you walk into the main room and see the ruin you have caused. The room is about to collapse. What are you doing?
Leah looks around for any sign of the people she was trying to, that came down here before her.
Oh yeah, there's
Of her
plenty of people in here. Oh, your people?
Or of her people, yeah.
What do you bid?
Good cop.
Bidding good cop. You see weird noxious fumes like dissipating from the eastern door. It just reminds you of Nord. Nord sense. There's a Nord there somewhere. Off to the north. Off to the north, you see a statue. Perhaps people that want to investigate would have gone there. To the west, you see a dark room. Maybe some glittering. That's about what you get.
So given that Leah can tell that it's more than likely a Nord went into that area where the gas is, she'll head there first.
Okay, you get to the door. How do you traverse these 10-foot boiling oil things?
Well, Leah, is it easy enough to tell what they are before I get to them, or should
It's pretty obvious they're boiling oil.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Leah will do her best and take a running jump across them.
What do you bid?
Let's see. For this one, dead fast.
Okay. With an average brawn, which means a brawn of 2, it is very difficult to make a 10-foot leap. Okay? We're going to need some luck or some help. So where are you getting it from? Luck or help?
Let's go with luck.
Okay. Say Nord, roll me a d6. Chaos die.
Oh, shit. Well, it didn't land anywhere near. It landed on a 6, but I can re-roll it.
No, 6 is fine.
It's a 4.
I own that.
No, it's a 4.
4 is great. As Leah, you bang your shin against the stone, but you do make it over. As you start hobbling and running towards the gassy door in the east, you see Rebecca Foster standing there looking around. She sees you. Didn't think I'd see you again.
Yeah, well, I'm here. What's going on?
I don't really know. Nord went in there. Everybody else is up there. I was looking around for some pussy.
Leah looks, at the ceiling, which is, dripping the gasoline. Don't touch that, by the way.
What, the gas? I love that smell.
Well, just don't touch it.
I used to huff it back in the holler.
Why would you do such a thing?
Get you high.
You
She kind of gets close to you. She's much taller and feral than she used to be. We got off to a wrong start, Leah. And she kind of backs you up a little bit.
Yeah, what start was that?
Well, we like the same man.
Ew, no, Nord? Oh gosh, no.
Now I'm talking about your husband.
Well, wait, you said nothing was going on.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Besides, it doesn't matter anymore. Anyway.
But I mean, now
It doesn't matter anymore anyway, though. He's dead.
She kind of like grabs you by the shoulders. She's clearly wanting to do sexual shit with you.
Rebecca, we need to focus.
What do you bid?
This ceiling is going to collapse. Interrogator.
Okay.
The ceiling is going to collapse.
How does it
If
make
we
you
don't
stop?
get- if
Because
we
that
don't-
sounds like the entry point to a porn.
Fuck you.
You're gonna be in trouble
well-
unless you do what I say. I'm pretty sure
Well, I
she
know we're
doesn't
all
do
the-
what you say.
I know where all the pressure points are on people, and so Leah will
Okay.
like as she grabs her shoulders, Leah will will basically grab weak points on her wrist. Like obviously they're not as weak because she's
She's a werewolf.
just superhuman.
As
Yeah.
as you grab onto her wrist and cause her pain. That was the wrong bid. As she puts you on your ass, Leah. Boom! She's straddling on top, ripping your clothes off.
Why?
You noticed the ceiling shifting above you, above her, as she's like not noticing. She's taking off her shit, fucking werewolf titties out. It's on like Zaxxon. Nord.
I'm gonna bid Mantle of the Chosen.
Nope. You've made your choice. Nord, what are you doing?
Well, in that case, I'm just I got. Is okay? Are we like? Is that an okay place to leave it off?
No, it's not.
I don't. It's
Give
not
me
my fault.
five. Give me 6 minutes. Nord, what are you doing? dude?
I'm gonna bid. It worked in the past, and I'm gonna start evangelizing.
Okay, Nord, you start evangelizing to get these people on your side, yeah?
Yeah.
Loretta Levon turns, starts speaking and snorting. You see runes
As
she
gonna
casts a hellacious
spin-
spell at you.
Cunning.
Oh, you do. As she's casting a spell,
Yeah,
it
no,
looks like
she's-
it's not a happy spell.
Yeah, I am going to gleam the cube, give it everything I got. I'm gonna bid full defense, while I'm
What's your
not
goal?
attacking anything.
What's your goal?
My goal is to get these people, if not on my side.
So you're being attacked. So you're interrupting her action. You can absolutely get these people on your side. She's still attacking you.
Yeah, right. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to be defensive about whatever it is she's doing.
You can't be defensive and take an action like that.
Oh, well, I'm not attacking. I might position myself in a better way. I might position myself slightly behind one of her followers.
Okay.
Full defense.
for
While
it.
evangelizing.
All right. Yep. I can do that. Human shields. Cool.
Because why not? We're all
All
human
right,
here.
Throw down. Throw down.
I don't know much about gods, you guys, but I know that we're not gods, but we want eternal life. We want to live forever. We don't want to be poor, because poor, let's just face it, sucks. Nobody wants to be poor.
Throw down. As you're likely aware, it is a very high threshold. Okay. Leah, however you're getting out of this, you need to throw down. Bid and throw down. Tony and Simon. And Mariah. Tony, you open up the sarcophagus. Tony, as you look down, you see the mummified husk of what you could assume was a queen. Bejeweled. However, it looks like pincushion needles, except they're massive, like gauged, stuck in various parts of the body, which for some reason, are vital organs like the liver, the lung, the heart. It might remind you of voodoo.
What is it?
I invite Simon to come over here and look at it, and I say, "Oh, it's looks pretty inert. Looks like a queen."
Obviously, silver, just bedazzled in magic and who knows what. Rings on the fingers, necklaces and amulets and all sorts of manner of stuff.
So
Or rotten dress.
Well, they didn't want to destroy the body before. Looks like they pinned it in here.
Well, what were people going to do? Steal it?
Who was she?
I think it was Levas.
I mean, it looks like Levi. But who would do that? Mariah says.
Well, the people who didn't want the Dark Dreamer coming into our reality.
You see Mariah kind of look up towards the doorway, which, is behind. She can't actually see it. She's just looking towards it. As it's pretty obvious she's remembering something that happened in the gloaming. Dreamers. You see her kind of look around. And her eyes get wide, like tear. And she sort of sits down as she's not going to talk for right now. It's pretty obvious to both of you that Mariah just remembered something about what you all experienced.
I will go over and sit down and put my arm around her and be like, Tony, what do you think? Do you think we should? I would have thought to just burn the body, but if they have used something to pierce its parts, it must be more of a containment.
What if we just throw the body at the veil and let it turn to dust?
Well, that would be the same as burning it. I don't know if burning it will actually release it from what they have it contained here.
As you guys think about
What if
Go on.
I look at my dagger?
Which one?
The moon dagger.
Dagger.
How you got that one?
Where
And I
did,
say,
where'd you get that?
That is where we leave you guys. Nord, what'd you get?
Well, I got 8. To convince them.
As Nord, you move back, throw a couple people in front of you, do a little bit of a move out of the way as you've been shot at before. As you see 3 of the bodies turn into fucking bones and goop. As you see their soul essence sucked into the palm of Loretta Levon, she turns around looking at you, eyes incredulous, chin up, ready to rock and roll. She points. Heretic!
Or
You see
savior.
behind her a portal. It's murky through the veil that you see.
Sure.
Starting to open as she's backing away towards it. That's where we end you. Leah. What are you doing?
Wow.
So I got two successes on the dice, and then I'm also bidding turmoil in philosophy, and saying I sort of grab her wrist again as she's trying to to accost me, and say to her, "If this is how you behave, it's no wonder my husband got caught up in this mess, you stupid fucking slut."
Leah, you ever known the touch of a woman? As you see the ceiling start to cave in, and Loretta Levon has her way with you. And that
Not
is where we end.
Loretta, Rebecca.
Yeah, same difference. That's where we end. Next time on DreadLore, the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
The Red
The Red
Red.
Writ.
The red red.
The red.
The Red Writ.
1-2 more session. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Not too many. Who dies? Who doesn't? Who gets burned alive?
All of us.
All right. Thank you, everyone who joined in. Thank you to the Patreon peoples. Mr. Daniel Holker, Mr. Tim Roberts, Madam Nostalgic, Madam Natalia Cline. Thank you to all lowercase letters for the music, as well as Mr. Interrupt for the music. Thank you to CouchFireMedia.com for the production and all the switching and all the goodness and the tech stuff. Thanks to the cast, Daniel Holker, Mr. Ken Howl, Andrea Elliott-Johnson, and the Drizzle. Thanks to everybody that watched on the Twitch, subscribers, followed, etc. YouTube, subscribed, likes, blah, 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 blah. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate the patronage and all that. We will be back next Monday, right about 7:15, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. See you guys later.
Night.
Minasan.